Good morning, children. It is the poem written by Pablo Neruda. What is the title? The title very simply indicates that it is keeping quiet. Keeping quiet. The title seems to tell us that if one keeps quiet, certainly it does not mean that our mind does not churn. Our mind becomes active, sensitive, and well understood, not only about the present but the past and the thought for the future. Whatever actions were done and what is being in progress and what actions are going to be implemented in the forthcoming time that it talks about. So let us know about this very great poet Pablo Neruda, who he is and what he wishes to do. Pablo Neruda was the pen name and later legal name of the Chilean poet, diplomat, and politician Naftali Ricardo Reyes Basalt, who was born on July 12, 1904, and he lived a long life of certainly how many years? 69 years, and died on September 23, 1973. He derived his pen name from the Czech poet Jan Neruda. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1971. Neruda became known as a poet when he was 10 years old. He wrote in a variety of styles, including surrealist poems, historical epics, erotically charged love poems, such as the ones in his collection, 20 Love Poems and the Song of Despair. In 1942, it was published. Really, he was a Greek poet. Only then the authorities of the Nobel Prize just chose him for the literature to get this most honorable award in 1971. Pablo Neruda wrote 140 poems, and Colombian novelist Gabriel Garcia Marquez once told about him. What did he tell? He told that he was the greatest poet of the 20th century in any language. Such remarks is hardly given to anyone else. This poem, Keeping Quiet, is about the need for soul searching, which may help us make peace with ourselves and others. Means there must be the involvement of one and all to maintain peace. Amidst when there is a race of manufacturing, making such disastrous missiles and atomic weapons, which is posing a great danger to the earth. The poet appeals to the reader to take a little time out of their busy schedules and emphasizes on the need of quiet introspection and retrospection. It advocates doing nothing for some time. Why? Because everyone in the world is so busy that he hardly gets time to think about himself. He does not have time to know about who he is and what is the purpose of living anymore in the world. Next one, it tells us how a moment of silent introspection will help us realize the utter futility of our aggressive endeavors. What does it mean? It means that if we keep silence, if we remain quiet, we can just know what actions we did today and in the past which need to be rectified, which need to be corrected. Means there must have been done something wrong which need to be corrected. We will count to 12 and we will keep still. The poet asks the readers to count up to 12 in their mind and urges everyone to be still. Here I have tried to show you that very photograph in which one just tries to make the Kundalini very conscious. Means if one knows who he is and what is the purpose of his living in the world, certainly he can do something much better. In this moment of silence, they would stop their arms, their babbling tongues, and moving arms and weapons. Instead of looking outside, they will look inside. It will be kind of introspection. As we are just open-hearted and open eyes, and we can see who is coming, who is going, someone is running, and someone is sitting silent, the buses are coming, birds are flying. That does not give us chance to think about our mistakes and the follies, to understand all the things that we need to do. It is like an exercise of meditation, gradually cleaning and calming the mind to prepare it for introspection. Our mind must be made ready. What this mind requires, what this body wants, we never think of it. We hardly ever think. The number 12 could also be related to the hours of the day or the months of a year. What does it mean? It means that we need to count 12 as 12 months are there. There are 12 hours and clock is there. And the time runs twice from 1 to 12. The year ends with 12 months. Whether it is the calendar, in this calendar, Vikram's calendar, Hijri calendar, or Vikram's Sambat calendar. All the calendars tell us about only 12 months. The poetic device used here is repetition. We will WW word is there that you can say it is what? Repetition, or you can say alliteration. For once on the face of the earth, let us not speak in any language. The poet discourages us from speaking in any language. He wants that one should know when people came on the earth. At the time there was no language at all. They had the language of symbols. They had language of feelings. They had no words to utter. So he says that the world should not speak their own language. They should keep quiet and speak the language of silence. Sometimes it is said that a speech is silver and silence is golden. What we cannot make others understand by our speeches, that can only make the people understand with our silence. That is the feeling of gravity. Inaction also teaches. Language can be a dividing factor. It leads to domination and discrimination. What a wonderful idea is there. It leads to domination and discrimination. Means it becomes a little powerful. He wants to impose his ideas on the other. It discriminates on the basis of cleanliness and filthiness, on the basis of caste and creed, nationality. That's never happened. If for some time no one spoke, then all discrimination would disappear in the depths of silence. So, this will bring unity among all human beings on the face of the earth, and everyone will have maybe joy. No problem at all. Thank you, children. In this video, this much. I will tell you something more in the next video. Thank you, children.